Hello. Hello, chat. We have a lot to talk about. I was just can you show nails? You do not want to see my nails right now. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. Look how grown out they are. Look at that. That's like, it's at least 3 weeks. These are the same nails that I did my TED Talk in. But I haven't lost any. So we have a lot to talk about. I was in New York for the past week. Chat. A whole week in New York City. Mind you, I used to hate is a strong word. Normally, I hate New York. This past week, I actually kind of liked it. This past week. I was having a good time. I was at a conference. So I was not speaking at the conference. I was just attending the conference. So I met a lot of really, really cool people. Every lunch and dinner for the past entire week, with the exception of one, was a meeting.
Fublian subbed for 84 months.
In New York.
Smile.
Fublian, thank you for the 84 months. And in between lunches and dinners, there were like drink meetings. Like I started scheduling in a glass of wine with people because there were so many people to meet with in New York. So that's crazy. How did the blazer go? Everybody wants to know. Well, number one, I'm making an entire YouTube video out of it. So the whole story will be documented in a watchable, fun forum. Shout out Danny DV. Before I went to New York, I had an absolute meltdown disaster, right? I was like, I didn't have enough time for anything. Broken Robot Art, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you for the 5 months. I had a meltdown. I had to cancel a sponsor an hour before I was supposed to do it because I couldn't physically make it there. I had a full meltdown, like crying in my car for an hour thing. And then I had to pack. So I go to pack at 9 p.m. that night, right? And I needed a suit because I was going to the UN the following morning. And it was 9 p.m. So it was after everything was closed. And I thought that I had a suit. And then turns out I didn't have a suit, and I had to be on a flight. I had to stream in the morning and then get on a flight, go straight from the flight to a dinner that I was already going to be late to, and then be at the UN the following morning. So long story short, there was literally 0 hours where there were stores open for me to go into a store to get a suit, right? I had very few options. One of my options was somehow find a viewer that would be willing to task rabbit, basically, a suit that I paid, and then hope that the viewer was chill and did not kill me, meet them in New York City at 9 p.m. Another option is hire an actual task rabbit and hope and pray that they do a good job. And then the third option, the option that I opted into, was Strays, aka Vanilla Lightning, aka White Chocolate. Boo! Bagussi Slayer with a $200 donation to Alveus Sanctuary. So I went with Strays, and I called Strays because Strays lives in New York. So somehow I need to get a suit to my hotel that night while I was on a plane to New York City. I call Strays. I'm like, what are the odds that you would be willing to IRL stream today in New York City buying me a suit? I will raid you. My viewers will be there and they will help you pick it. And then I'll meet you at 9 p.m. in New York City and you can drop off the suit. And he was like, he said, quote, White Thunder will get it done in a flash. Low key, thank you for the sub. So he went live immediately. He did some research on his desktop, and then he went and IRL'd, and he picked up a suit for me, and my viewers were there, and they helped him. His title was UN Ambassador, EMBASITOR. He bought me a size 0 suit, and then he delivered it to my hotel that night, and it fit like a glove. He delivered it to my hotel, was a freaking sweetest sweetheart ever, Was so sweet. Had it on a hanger when he brought it to me because he didn't want it to be wrinkled. And I went and tried it on in my hotel room, and I literally burst out laughing because it fit so well. And then the next morning, I wore that suit to the United Nations. Did you film the part where he gave it to you? Yes. I filmed that, and I filmed the try-on for a YouTube video. But then I got too nervous to vlog at the UN, but I did take a couple pictures, so we'll just put the pictures in.
No, chat, we ate, chat. We did this. Chat, we did this. We actually banged, bro. This is our big one, bro. This is such a beautiful blazer. This is so sophisticated. This is so sophisticated. And chat, I'm going to make sure it doesn't wrinkle. I might ask my mom to iron it if it wrinkles before I go and give it to Maya. But I don't think my mom will have to.
I love Strays. He's such a freaking cutie.
Oh, I'll hang it. I forgot I have hangers. Chat, these are the pants. Oh, look at the way that dropped. Chat, the pants are just they're nice and put together. These are the pants.
They fit like no belt perfectly. Like perfectly.
And okay, let me go get a hanger and let me
no
go
belt,
put this on, girls.
Just like not too tight, not too loose. Like, oh my gosh, actually so good. What's up, Strays? How you doing? Oh my gosh, so funny. So funny. So funny. He clutched up. So that was a huge success. I went to the UN the next morning. We went to the UN for a tour and for like a conversation with their partnerships team, or a couple people from their partnerships team. It was really interesting. And I had a lot of fun. And then I went on a tour of the Met Opera with some folks. I had a bunch of meetings, and I had a bunch of good meals and conversations, and it was really solid. One night I went to a dinner. I had 3 glasses or 4 glasses of wine over the course of like 5 hours or more, maybe 6 hours. And I learned that wine is the devil. And even if you don't get like drunk off of wine, you will get hungover off of wine, at least post 25. So then the next day, I had a crazy hangover, even though I wasn't that drunk, which really pissed me off. That feels really unfair and like super not worth. So I'm pissed. So I'm hungover and I'm pissed. So then I had to go to this wine and champagne get me hype low key. Woj, shut up. So then I have to go to this conference hungover. And I went and I had a meeting in the morning at the conference. And I'm going to be honest, I wasn't going to make it. So I walked back to my hotel. I stopped on the way back to my hotel at a pretzel cart in Manhattan. I bought a pretzel and a Gatorade. I got back to my hotel room. I turned off all the lights and I ate the pretzel in my bed in the hotel and chugged the Gatorade. And I sat there for like 30 minutes. Saved, by the way. Healed me. Went back to the conference. Went crazy. Like, had more conversations, did big business. But then that night, chat, think about what are like the worst things that could happen to you if you have a really bad wine hangover? What's like the worst setting you could imagine yourself being in? A boat. A sunset cruise. Try with the whole conference. Try getting on a boat. Whole thing swaying, by the way. I hope to whatever that they're not watching, that anyone from the conference is not watching this right now. Yeah, so I got to get on the boat. And I'm not feeling good on the boat. You get seasick too? Yes. Did you at least get to see the sunset? Yeah, honestly, it was beautiful. I don't know if you saw, I posted on Instagram, the second picture in the slide is like the what is it called? Statue of Liberty in the sunset. That was from the boat. It's kind of a beautiful picture, actually. So yeah, that was New York. I went to an art gallery for a dinner. I was moving fancy out there. I won't lie to you. I went to a club. There are clubs, like not clubs, like what is a club? Like a rooftop pool situation that you have to be a member to go into. Like you have to pay. Do you guys know this exists? You have to pay. I guess it's kind of like a country club, but it's not like a country club. But you have to pay an annual membership just to go. So I went to that. I got a matcha there. It was good. I met a lot of really cool artists, both like multimedia artists and painters and musicians in New York. I met a lot of investors. I met a lot of VC folks. I met a lot of philanthropists. I met a lot of entrepreneurs. I met a lot of founders. I met a lot of startup people. So it was a lot in just a week, truly like a wildly busy week. And I think that the reason that I liked New York this last trip is because I was so busy. Like I think when I'm that busy in New York, in the city that moves that fast, it feels good and fun. Cause you're just like, you get messages from people because you're busy and everybody wants to meet and everybody wants to have lunches and dinners and whatever. And they're like, hey, I'm going to be in Brooklyn until 4:00. And it's like, oh, I got a dinner in Brooklyn. I'll just head up an hour early then. Like, that's fun to me, you know? And so I had fun, I think. I liked it a lot. So yeah, so that was my trip in New York. And now I'm back in Texas. I think I've seen your TED Talk 50 times thanks to reaction videos. Is everybody not so nice, chat? Can you believe that? How many streamers watch my TED Talk? That was so nice. I think I've watched all those reacts. I've watched them too. They're all so nice. Yeah. Ray, all the core boys, Rage, freaking everybody. So many people watched it. We posted an Instagram reel and a TikTok. I didn't see Jody's reaction. Oh, so sweet. And it's doing pretty well, by the way. Hey, shout out. Their video is doing pretty well. So that's good. That was one of my goals for TED, in a very small way, to give back to what TED gave me, was to, give him a video that did pretty well. I'd like to see it keep pushing, But yeah, let's pump those numbers up, baby. Sunday is May 24th, which is my birthday. And Elemental, thank you for the 3 months. And we were trying to figure out what to do for my birthday. And we came up with something very interesting. Connor O'Brien, who some of you may know as the director of operations at Alveus, would like to give me a gift. Because all I want for my birthday, and all I want ever, is for Alveus Sanctuary to do very well and to grow so that we can do more conservation work. Connor knows that. There is nothing you could get me for my birthday better than helping Alveus do well. So as a gift to me for my birthday this year, on Sunday, Connor is starting an Alveus subathon. And I will be there. So on Sunday, we're going to start the subathon on my birthday. And if you guys want to help me celebrate my birthday, you can be there on the Alveus Sanctuary channel and you can give subs to Alveus as a birthday gift. Thank you very much. I would appreciate that. So he said Thursday or Friday. Yeah, but why wouldn't we start a subathon on my birthday? You know what I mean? That just makes way more sense. So it's gonna go crazy. We're doing that. Happy birthday to me. We get an Alveus subathon. It's been 3 years since we've gotten an Alveus subathon. Did she already share an update from the UN? Yeah, I kind of talked about New York. I wasn't speaking at the UN or anything crazy like that, guys. I was on a tour and I was there we had some conversations with their partnerships team. I think that we all know that a big part of the climate crisis is a communications crisis, right? You guys have maybe heard people say that before. And I think that we are very, very good at communications. And I think that we reach a significant, meaningful amount of young people. And I think that that is very powerful. And I would like to see if and how that could integrate. So that's why I went to the UN. But more to come. We will see. So that was New York. It was a very good time. I had fun. And now I'm back for like 2 weeks. Holy, can you believe that? The blazer did fit. It was awesome. I'm back home for like 2 whole weeks. It's freaking awesome. It's so awesome.